Hello, hello. This is Dr. Geo, and today I want to break things off with something that just happened yesterday. And I really want to talk about cavities, a hot topic in dentistry, as it'll probably always be. But I saw a patient yesterday that had significant amount of decay or cavities around their teeth, and I just kind of stepped back and said, let's just talk about this. And so I simply asked the question, what is a cavity? And so that's what I want to talk about today. What is a cavity? And so what a cavity is essentially is the cavity is just a hole in a tooth. Whether it's on the top, whether it's on the side, on the inside, or the outside, the hole is the cavity, right? So, but how does a hole get there? You can either break your tooth, but that's more of a kind of breaking the tooth, but a hole that comes from a cavity is more associated with some good bugs and bad bugs that we have in our mouth and what we eat. And so I want to talk a little bit more about that. And what's easy to talk about that is there's this movie called The West Side Story. And if you've ever seen it, there's this feud between the sharks and the jets, and they kind of keep each other in check. So those are the good bugs and the bad bugs. And so how do the bad bugs get to the point of outnumbering the good bugs is basically on what we eat. So if we eat lots of sugars primarily, and unfortunately nowadays there's sugars hidden everywhere. It's not just from sweets and candies and my favorite Sour Patch Kids or ice cream, but they're in a lot of different foods. So if we frequently eat sugary things, that sugar lets the bad bugs kind of outnumber the good guys. And so what happens to us when we eat a lot of food or have a huge dinner and stuff our face with a pizza or have a huge breakfast with lots of coffee? We just got to go to the bathroom. And so the bad bugs do the same thing. They got to go to the bathroom once they eat all that sugar. And once they go to the bathroom, they poop. But they poop acid, which is a little bit different than what we poop. But that acid softens the teeth and weakens the teeth and eventually breaks a hole in the tooth, which is the actual cavity. And so that's where you kind of hear that's where it comes from, where, oh, my dentist told me I had soft teeth, or my parents had bad teeth. And so that weakness is kind of, we thought it was more based on genetics and family and hereditary, but more nowadays we kind of see different controllable factors like dental visits, hygiene, keeping your teeth nice and healthy at home, and taking some x-rays to make sure there's no cavities getting in there, and making sure we're eating something not impacting our teeth. And so those are just some pointers. That's my little story on cavities. Works great for kids, and it also works great for adults, and I just wanted to start off with that one. So hopefully you found it helpful. If you find this stuff helpful, feel free to share it with a friend, share it with your family, and if you're interested in watching more of us and me, feel free to subscribe. Lots more coming up. See you next time.